country. Now, today, Absa Kenya launched its Absa Kenya Foundation with a focus on many areas, key among them, sustainability. Now, Noakip Kemboy outlines to us Kenya's sustainability journey, even as we inch closer to COP29.
In regards to sustainability, Kenya as a country has set for itself a very huge goal. What goal is it? Planting 15 billion trees in the next 10 years.
We need to plant 1.5 billion every year in the next 10 years. As of today, we are at 481 million.
Now, achieving such a major goal is not easy unless all hands are on deck. And that's why today's launch of Absa Kenya Foundation is a critical pillar towards Kenya achieving its sustainability goal.
It is now my singular pleasure and honor to declare the Absa Kenya Foundation officially launched. Your efforts will no doubt make a difference in our agenda for green growth. I presume you will take this opportunity to identify critical areas of collaboration, including supporting the government to scale up the ongoing tree planting agenda.
So the entrepreneurship, education, protecting our environment, and of course, when you have foundations such as the one we are setting up, there will always be things that happen that are event-based that will require that we intervene. And you know, in May this year, we had the flooding and related activities, and we played our part as part of the Kenya Bankers Association to participate in that as well.
Now, this November 2024, all roads are heading towards Baku, Azerbaijan, for the COP29, and the major focus will be on climate financing.
The biggest impact that a financial institution can have on climate and climate risk is in our financing practices and how we ensure that sustainability guidelines are clearly included. And in Absa, we've been on this journey for a while now, but additionally, within Kenya, the regulators are now very much requiring of all of us to ensure that climate finance is done in accordance with the sustainability requirements. And so this is a regulatory conversation, but it's also a conversation within the organizations themselves to say, how do we play a better role as financial institutions?
And as the world will be talking about climate financing, Africa will be paying a keen attention to see how much inflows will be experienced on the continent in regards to climate financing, since it is one of the least contributors to green gas emissions, but one of the worst affected when it comes to climate change ramifications.
We must have clear policies of mitigation and adaptation on how to deal with climate change. I'm going to COP29 with the Prime Cabinet Secretary and the President, and we're going to talk to the polluters. Africa contributes less than 4%. The people who pollute the environment are in the global north. The victims are in the global south, Kenya included. So in Baku, in Azerbaijan, in November, the story will be climate financing. Big corporations in the global north must commit finances, carbon credit transfer to the global south for the crimes they're committing to the environment.
Those countries which pollute and produce more carbon emissions, of course, and who have money should pay more. But international assessment of the situation shows that not billions, trillions will be needed. And where these trillions will come from, that's an open question. So developing countries, they need to be supported. And as I said, what we can do We established a fund for small island developing countries. We cannot establish fund for all the developing countries. We are not as rich.
Well, Nyakundi, the goal still remains to plant 1.5 billion trees a year. But we've been told it's not just planting, but growing these trees to make sure that they mature and have the necessary impact on the country and also on the planet. Back to you.
All right, Noah, thank you so much for that. Now, Majid Al Futtaim, which owns the exclusive rights to operate Carrefour in Kenya, receives official recognition as an adoptee of the Made in Kenya brand by the Kenya Export Promotion and Brand